In this video, we'll have a look at functions in Go. A function, or in some circles, a subroutine or procedure, is a piece of code that may be referred to by other functions to perform some action. So they may accept parameters, but they don't have to, and they may return values, but they don't have to do that either. The components of a function declaration include the func keyword, and that tells the compiler that it's a function that we're declaring. Then we give it a name, hopefully a descriptive name, and not one of Go's built-in keywords. Then we've got a parameter definition. Here we've defined two parameters, x and y. They're both integers. And by the way, because they're both integers, we could have just said here x comma y and one int keyword, but we didn't. We have it this way. Then we have a return type. It's set as int or integer. And together, the parameter definition and the return type comprise what's called the signature of the function. Then we have the heavy lifting of the function, and this is where it does what it does. And when you define the body of the function, you specify it within a set of curly braces, and the opening curly brace has to be on the same line as the function declaration. Otherwise, the compiler throws a fit. And then you have a closing curly brace after the last statement in the function's body. Let's look at an example. Okay, so here we're calling a function called sub_t, and we're sending it two parameters. So let's take a look at the function declaration. Here it is, we're using the func keyword. Here's the name, sub_t. Here's where we're defining what parameters that it's going to accept, and we're accepting two integer values, a and b, and they're separated by a comma, of course. And then we're returning one value, and it's an integer value, an opening curly brace on the same line, and then we're returning the value of a minus b, and then the closing brace. All right, so when this function runs in this program, it's going to send two parameters, 18 and 10, and it's going to return the value of 18 minus 10, which by my math is 8. Now, something else about functions is that you can have multiple results returned. So here in the body of our function main, we're calling a function called mult. And on the left side of this statement, when we're calling it, notice we've defined two values, x and y, separated by a comma. And we're assigning x and y the values returned from the mult function. So let's have a look at our mult function declaration. Again, here we have the func keyword, we have the